Thank you for joining me on this CleanCore demo. First and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about what CleanCore can be used for. And so I'll start off by saying that CleanCore is more than just your CRM. It's going to organize your customer data, yes, but it's also going to help you with recruiting, onboarding, generating leads, following up and nurturing those leads, requesting reviews automatically, and a lot more. It's your CRM, marketing, and automation platform all in one. So let's dive in. Without further ado, I want to start off by explaining some of these tabs over here on the left-hand side. As you can see, we're on the dashboard here. This is going to give you some top-level metrics on what's going on in your account, what's going on in your pipelines, that kind of stuff. So the dashboard is really just for kind of like a visual reference as to some of the numbers inside of your account, whether that's recruiting activities, lead generation activities, things of that nature. There's a couple here, I should say more than a couple, but there's a few tabs on the left-hand side that we're really going to dive in a little bit more on. So we're going to be talking about conversations, calendars, contacts, opportunities, marketing, automation, sites, and that's pretty much it. We'll touch on reputation just a little bit as well. So let's dive in and start talking about conversations first. As you probably already guessed, this is where the navigation is going to happen here on the left-hand side. So conversations. What's going on here in conversations? Well, as the name implies, this is where your conversations are going to happen. These can be conversations with applicants, with leads, with customers. If you use a service software and you utilize this for a tracking number to send out automated text notifications, should a customer or applicant respond back to that notification, it's going to show up here. You can see we have the unread, recents, and all tab. Okay, so this is not just text messages. This is going to be text messages, emails. This is also going to include Facebook Messenger messages and Instagram DMs, as long as you have that integrated in the settings section down here. Also, if a prospect messages you on your Google Business platform, again, as long as you have that integrated here in the settings section, then those Google Business messages are going to flow in here as well. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later on, but over here in the site section, you can also set up a custom chat widget for your website. Now, if a customer or a prospect messages you directly on your website through that chat widget, you guessed it, it's also going to show up right here in the Conversations panel. Now, what I like to say here is this is centralized communication at its best. It's pulling in messages from all of those different platforms, putting them in one organized place for you or your VA or office staff to go ahead and quickly and easily communicate with those prospects or applicants. So that's the Conversations tab. There's a lot more that you can do right from the Conversations tab in terms of adding them to your pipeline or booking an appointment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about calendars. So the first thing that I'll say about your calendar here is that this software actually does replace other booking softwares like Calendly, for example. So you can see here's our calendar. This can be integrated with your Google Calendar, so that any appointment that happens here will also populate on your Google Calendar. And we can create multiple calendars just going to calendar settings here and then setting up multiple calendars right here. You don't see it here, but we can also create what are known as team calendars. So if you and a co-founder or a co-owner, for example, want to take different interviews or take different calls or anything like that, you want it to switch between both of you, you can actually set up a team calendar here. Again, that's a whole nother video in and of itself, but you can see we have one here as a test. It's called recruiting. We can also create new calendars here just by clicking new calendar and then going through the setup motions right here. As you can see, updating all of your availability, what days you want to be booked and from what times, how many slots, what's the date range that people can book out on your calendar, and so much more. So let's go back. Again, calendar feature is really, really cool. You might use this for recruiting. If you want your applicants to be able to book their own call or book their own interview, you can also use this as a professional calendar like you would with Calendly. And so if you want to share your calendar link in your BNI group, or if you are setting up appointments with realtors or property managers to try to build those professional relationships, then this is a fantastic feature here. You can host it on your own domain. So mycleaningcompany.com/book now/your name, for example. You can give them your own customized calendar link and say, grab a date and time that works best for you. All right, so that's enough about calendars. Let's talk about contacts. Again, the CleanCore CRM is called CRM for a reason. This is going to house all of your contacts, including customer data, applicant data, recruit, like team member data, lead data. And so it's all going to be populated in here, and you can actually set up these smart lists here and filter between them. So you can see this one is just a test account. It doesn't have very many folders in terms of like leads or customers, but we can easily create a filter, create a new list for leads, customers, and we can even segment that down further and say like, okay, maybe we want to see one-time customers, or we want to see weekly recurring customers, bi-weekly customers, monthly customers. We can actually sort between those lists very easily right here and see that data really quickly. So for example, if this said one-time customers, and let's just pretend for a second that this said one-time customers, we could actually create a campaign workflow or just send out an email or a text message to everybody in our one-time customer list saying, hey, we're offering a discount for people who sign up for a bi-weekly cleaning service. Get 50% off that initial clean right now if you sign up, or get a free Roomba or something like that when you sign up for a bi-weekly cleaning service. Okay, so you can just highlight all of the people in your one-time tab and send out a text message to all of them at one time. So you can see how powerful this can be, not only for pushing your customers from one-time bookings to recurring bookings, but also from all of those leads and prospects, the people who may have received a quote in the past that didn't pull the trigger and become a customer. You can do reactivation campaigns inside of your CleanCore account to try to push more of those leads and prospects into paying customers. You can see now that that can quickly boost your revenue, and there are other videos that we've created in the past on exactly how we do this. All right, so that's your contacts tab. Again, this is going to house and organize all of your contact data. Let's move on to the next one, which is the opportunities tab. So opportunities is another name for pipeline. This is where you can have multiple pipelines. You can see right here we can create new pipelines and view existing pipelines, but the opportunities tab is going to store all of your pipelines so that you can filter in between them here. You can see a few that we have set up automatically. And by the way, I'll quickly mention everything you see here in this demo, you're going to automatically get when you sign up for a CleanCore account. So when you sign up, you're going to get all of these pipelines, all of the automation, all of the funnels, website templates that you're going to see later on down here as soon as you sign up. And there's actually going to be more than this when you sign up, because this is, again, just a test account for tutorial purposes. But when you sign up, you're going to get even more than what you're seeing here. So this is an example of a pipeline, specifically a pipeline for recruiting independent contractors. So you can see here we have a flow, and that's how you should think about pipelines, is a flow. When they come in, maybe they fill out the apply now form, for example, on wherever you're putting out this job post. As soon as they apply, they'll land here automatically in your new applicant stage of your recruiting pipeline. And they'll be prompted to complete a survey. This is just a pre-qualification survey that we have built into the system. Again, there will be a whole other video explaining this automated recruiting system that each CleanCore account comes with. But as soon as they do that, they'll land here once it's complete. If they are qualified, meaning that they have the experience we're looking for and they filled out the survey completely, and we think they might be a good prospect, then they will be prompted to go ahead and book a call. This is kind of like an interview, if you will. Once they do that, they'll land here. And you can see here we have a test contact who has booked a call. This is just me, but they have booked a call. And so the system automatically updated them over here to the booked call stage. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get notified that there's a new call on our calendar for an applicant who wants to join our team. We'll go ahead and conduct that call or interview and make a decision whether we want to extend an offer for them to join our team or reject that applicant. If we reject them, of course, they'll get a professional rejection email saying that, we're pursuing other qualified candidates, blah, blah, blah. However, if they are qualified and we want to extend an offer, we're just going to drag and drop them in this column, just like I did there. And there's going to be some really cool things that are going to kick off, like we're going to extend an offer to them. We're going to get them started with the onboarding process, get their EIN number, signing independent contractor agreements, things of that nature. All right, so this is an example of a pipeline. Again, there's automation built behind these stages so that it makes it really easy for you and your team to come in here, visually see how many people are at what stages, and then take action based on what's best for your cleaning company. So you can see I can scroll back and forth on the pipeline here to quickly and easily see. This can get stacked up pretty quickly. As you'll see, you'll have 20, 30, 50 opportunities even under all of these stages. All right, so that's the opportunities tab over here on the left-hand side. We're not going to go over payments. That's just where you can connect a payment provider or a processor like Stripe, for example. You can even send out invoices and get paid directly through your CleanCore account. Again, it's just powered by a PayPal, Stripe, other payment processors like that. Let's talk a little bit about the marketing tab here. As you can see, there's a social planner here, so you can create posts, or your VA can actually create posts that are going to automatically get plastered to these platforms. So create a post and you can click post, and it's going to put that post on your Facebook business page, your Instagram page, your Google My Business platform or profile, LinkedIn, and Twitter. You can post to all, you can post to just one or a few. Again, the choice is yours. Really cool feature here. This is pretty new. We can also create email campaigns and templates right inside here. So if we're creating a reactivation campaign or a review request campaign or a property management or realtor outreach campaign, we can do that here. We can create professional looking emails right inside your CleanCore account. And I want you to think of this as a replacement for MailChimp. Some of you may be familiar with the MailChimp software out there. This is going to replace that, and in my opinion, it's a little bit more user-friendly than MailChimp. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the Automations tab next. Now, this one is by far the most complex feature inside of CleanCore. It's also where most of the magic is going to happen. So this is where the workflow builder lives, and it's going to allow you to do some really powerful stuff. So we have some pre-built automation that you can see here, organized in folders, but just want to let you know that you can do this all on your own. You can set up your own workflows and campaigns right here inside of your CleanCore account. Let's dive into one of these just as an example. So let's go over the recruiting for independent contractors. So you can see we can build really cool workflows right inside of here. We have some sort of a trigger up here. So when the form is submitted, this is our Apply Now form. So this is basically saying when the form is submitted, when someone applies, what's going to happen? We're going to update some fields. We're going to add them to our pipelines that we just went over. We're going to tag them. We're going to wait a couple days. We're going to send them a text, and we're going to send them an email. Now, this text is going to be prompting them, if they haven't already, to go ahead and complete that questionnaire or survey so that we can get a better idea of where they're at, if they have the qualifications we're looking for, in terms of the experience, driver's license, reliable transportation, things like that. So you can see this is a basic workflow. This can get very complex very quickly. So you can see if we add a step, we can do a lot of different actions over here on the right-hand side. We can even have conditional if-else statements. So if this, then that. If not, then this. So we can create different routes based off of actions that they take. CleanCore is super integration friendly, meaning that if you want to send out webhooks and connect this with your other applications like your service software, for example, or your phone system, you can actually send out webhooks right here in your CleanCore account, catch them using a third-party software like Zapier, for example, and then push that data to your other software applications, as I just mentioned before. So again, the workflow builder is probably at least one video, if not multiple videos in and of itself. So we're not going to go into that here just for this brief demo video. I simply want you to know that this is here and that there is an endless amount of opportunity, an endless amount of features that you can do and really cool automation stuff that you can do right here inside of your automation tab. All right, so let's move on to the sites tab right below automation. And as you can see, this is where your funnels are going to be stored, your websites. You can even post blogs on your websites now. You can have membership sites. So if you want to, on the cleaner plan, on the middle plan, you can actually have this feature here where if you wanted to create courses for your cleaners, onboarding orientations for your cleaners or independent contractors, training videos for your customers, for example, how to prepare for your cleaning, like make sure that you have the place cleared out completely. If you booked a move out clean, you can actually create mini courses inside of here that your customers, your recruits can all watch, your team members can watch, your VAs can go through certain courses here. If you're bringing on a VA and you want to teach them about the different softwares that you use, you want to teach them about the different tasks that you want them to do, how to manage your email, how to man the phones, how to do sales on the phones, how to deal with customer disputes. You can actually create little mini courses in here, and then think of these as like standard operating procedures or systems that house your SOPs right here. So create a course, set it up, recruit a VA or a contractor, and automatically add them to that course so that they get the training they need. This is how you can scale your cleaning company. This is a fantastic feature, very hands-off, and allows you to really automate things within your cleaning company. More so, we have forms, we have surveys, we have a chat widget. So forms and surveys, if you've used software in the past like Typeform, for example, I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks a month. Well, guess what? You don't need that software anymore. You can create really cool surveys right here inside of your CleanCore account. Same thing with forms. This is exactly where we build the apply now forms when we're recruiting. You can build quote forms, like request a quote, put this up on your website to gather more lead data right there on your website. Speaking of gathering more leads, you can build your chat widget right here, paste that on your website. And now as soon as someone goes to your website, they'll see a little chat bubble here down the right-hand section that says, how can we help? They put in their name, their phone number, and a message. They click start conversation or send. Well, guess what? That is now a captured lead inside of your CleanCore account that is going to be stored right over here in the contacts tab. Pretty cool, right? There's some chat widget software out there that literally costs like 99 to 100 bucks a month just for the chat widget feature. It's included in every CleanCore subscription. Let's go back over here. I kind of touched on these in the very beginning, but let's talk about them a little bit more. If you're familiar with a software like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or something like that, I think those run about 100 bucks a month as well, or $150 a month. You don't need that anymore. It's included in your CleanCore subscription. Funnels are basically a series of landing pages, so you can build landing pages and construct funnels right here inside of your CleanCore account. This can be for things like recruiting, as you can see here. It can be for your advertising efforts, so putting up landing pages for Google Ads, for example. Instead of sending them directly to your website, you can send them directly to a landing page that is built for conversions, and you can build those right here inside your CleanCore account. You can build websites inside of your CleanCore account. In fact, the CleanCore website is built inside of our own CleanCore software, believe it or not. So yes, we use it too. So let's go over one of these really quick. Let me show you a couple funnels here. So we have a folder called Recruiting for Independent Contractors, and we have two funnels. And actually, you are going to get these as soon as you sign up. So if I click on one for recruiting, you can see I have these landing pages here that are constructed. Multiple landing pages make up a funnel. So you can see here we have our Apply Now page, we have a survey step, we have a calendar step where they can book their call or interview if they're qualified, and then a thank you step once they do schedule that appointment. And then lastly, we have a not qualified step if when they take the survey, they're not qualified to work with us for a variety of reasons. They're going to automatically land here on the not qualified page. So pretty cool little feature. I just wanted to show you an example of what you can do. We can add new steps. We can rearrange steps right here like so. We can add domains to these different steps so that our funnels and landing pages can go live. All right. So again, this can probably be a whole nother video in and of itself, so we're not going to go over too many details here. Just know that you can build unlimited landing pages, funnels, websites right here inside of your CleanCore account, as well as throw up a chat widget on your website. This is a must-do for every cleaning company to gather more leads that we can remarket to later. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this demo video. The last thing I'll say is, I'm not going to go over these, but the last thing I will say is the reputation tab here is pretty cool. You can, if you have your Facebook business page connected and your Google business profile connected, again, you can do that very easily right here in the settings tab. Then what's going to happen is, as soon as one of your customers leaves you a review on your Facebook business page or your Google business profile, they're going to come right here into the reputations tab where you can actually view them and respond directly to them. So if your VA or your office manager or you yourself are responding to reviews, you don't have to go to Facebook, you don't have to go to Google and respond to them. You can respond to all of them in one place right here in the reputations tab. You can also send manual review requests to all of your customers right here as well. Really cool feature. Again, this is the reputation tab, and you can get data and metrics on your latest review requests, invite trends, review trends, What's the sentiment? Is your company doing good with positive reviews? Are you starting to get some negative reviews? This is just going to give you some data on that. All right, so that's all I have for the demo portion. Now let me quickly go over some of the CleanCore plans. So let's jump right over here and let me go to pricing. So we have 3 different plans right here, and let me explain these in brief detail. So right here, I recommend everybody get started off with the Clean Plan 97. That's right, we're not pushing the higher plans. We're pushing the Clean Plan here. If you have one location, now if you have multiple locations and you want to be able to differentiate those locations, let me give you an example. If we have a cleaning location in Denver, Colorado, and we have another one in Fort Collins, Colorado, maybe we want to separate those 2 locations, manage them separately, have the customers in their own respective location, not mix things, and in terms of our recruits as well. So if we have recruiting initiatives for Denver, recruiting initiatives for Fort Collins, Colorado, and we don't want to have them all mixed into one account, well, guess what? That's a time that we need to bump up to the cleaner plan because we have multiple locations here. All right. And then over here on the cleanest plan, you can see unlimited locations. So if you're in Florida and you have a cleaning location in Fort Lauderdale, across the state in Fort Myers, and then maybe up in Orlando, for example, you need more than 2. It's time to go with the cleanest plan for only $297 a month. We're also going to throw in a Yext listing. So if you were to go sign up for Yext on your own, you're going to be paying about $1,000 per year for that subscription. Well, it's going to be included as soon as you sign up for the cleanest plan. We've been able to work with Yext, and we have a bulk member discount so that we're able to get lower rates for Yext with the same great features, and we pass that down to you guys. So if this is something you want to do, you're going to get an immediate automatic Yext listing as soon as you sign up for the cleanest plan for only $297 a month. No contracts, no commitments, as you can see right up here. Upgrade, downgrade, or cancel anytime. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you. I wanted to just briefly go over these plans. And then remember, there are no contracts or commitments. So there's really nothing stopping you from giving it a shot for your cleaning company. This was built by cleaning company owners for cleaning company owners. So give it a shot and make sure you watch the tutorial videos as soon as you sign up for one of these plans so that you can get the most out of your CleanCore subscription. Again, just like any other software, if you don't use it, it's not going to do anything for you. So sign up, watch those tutorial videos, take action, and I promise you this is going to help you scale and organize your cleaning company. Also, before I end the video here, if you have a really cool idea or a feature that you'd like to see inside of CleanCore, just let us know. We're always looking to build new things that are going to benefit people within the residential cleaning industry. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.